All right, so let's go ahead and start reading the Season 8 patch notes for Hero Siege. Which, yeah, September 12th. That, once again, I think is 5 in the goddamn morning for me. And there's going to be an open beta weekend at some point. Oh. All right, so let's look at some of these patch notes. Let's figure out what's going on. So, Chaos Zones. So, chase locations for heroic items are better balanced. Scrambled and added zone item pools to Chaos Towers, for example. Also, monster density is buffed on weaker zones. I do like monster density buffs. This does mean items are moving around all over the place, which is kind of good if it's better balanced. Added zone item pools to Chaos Tower. Jesus, I really would like to do less Chaos Tower. Okay. All right, so that's nice. 07. Zones have a chance to have an active battlefield, and then you'll find so many portals that spawn swarms of monsters with special modifiers. Monsters in the mechanic can drop tarot cards, which can be used to craft various things. I mean, I do like mechanics that are just a bunch of fucking monsters. Let's be real. Anything that's just a bunch of monsters, I am a huge fan. I'm big bonered up on this. Div cards. I don't know if they function like div cards, but similar. Unstable rifts and shrine monsters now drop essence vaults in Hell Plus difficulty, which can be opened once you've executed its contract. The reward is a big explosion of loot based on the vault's affixes. The vault can be sold in market or traded at any point. Sounds like incubators. Essence vaults come as superior, rare, mythic, satanic, heroic, angelic, and unholy rarities. Holy. Rarity increases the amount of affixes, affix power, but also increases the demands of the Essence Vault's soul contract. So these essentially sound like incubators, which is fine, as long as they don't have anything wacky to them and they're just kill. But this is just another way to get loot, which is fine and kind of cool, and it's passive. It's like kind of like having the Luna quest without a boss fight at the end, unless there's other necessities to these things. That's fun. I like that. That's cool. So wait, there's like 2 new season mechanics then. There's the Siege, Unstable Rifts, and Shrine Monsters. So this comes from something completely different from the actual Unholy Siege mechanic. So we're kind of getting like 2 new mechanics in this season, which is kind of neat. Unholy Siege sounds cool. This also sounds really cool. Passive ways to get more loot while just killing monsters is always awesome. Inferno now unlocks after you kill Hell 5 Mevius. Wormhole move to Inferno. Oh, interesting. That one's interesting. Okay, so Hell 5 Mevius. No more Amon-Ra bullshit of farming. No more Gabriel bullshit. Blood Pack section. Yes, I know. Everybody's excited. Blood Pack stash is now usable at the same time, no matter needing to wait. No more needing to wait. No more need to fucking wait. Oh my god. No more loading. No more items getting deleted, maybe. Oh, it's so good. Oh, it's so good. Added an individual chat for each pact. Oh, god.
Yes! Hell yeah!
It's everything I wanted. It's everything I wanted.
Yes! Come on!
Everything I hoped for right there.
Yes! Yes!
You can now invite multiple people to a pact at once. Thank you so much. My god. Shit, now Sleepy has to find something new to complain about. I will find something to complain about no matter how good things are. This is like probably one of my favorite changes because inviting 190 people was so goddamn painful. How about you invite this? I already did. Come on over. Your stash is now shared between your characters in packs. So no more getting Davlined. No more having to force some poor soul to mule all your stuff and all your runes and all your keys and everything you have over to your alt character. This makes rolling alts feel so much better. One of the best parts about blood packs is making additional characters because leveling is usually easier and loot is easier to come by. None of this works currently. God damn it. Listen, they got like 2 weeks. Pact Leader can now promote members to admins who can kick or invite people to the pact. This is literally what I asked for in my video. All right, so this one was specifically something I requested in my video because of how painful it is to have to do all of this by like one person and the fact that other people could invite and kick. So this is awesome. This is great. I'm very happy about this. Let's see what we got. Mercenary can now additionally use gloves, belts, and boots. Gloves, belts, and boots. How much extra magic find is that? Oh, well, I actually won't be pissed off when goddamn Belt of Infinite Wealth drops for the 5th time in my first 2 hours of the game. Gloves, boots, and belt. Huh. So we're just making mercenaries stronger. All right. Loot filter. New and improved loot filter, which can also filter different affix tiers for common items, better readability, functionality, etc. Different affix tiers, common items, better readability, functionality. You can now choose to highlight specific tiers of affixes and choose the highlight loot color. Oh, it's so good. Players can now save and load filters they have created. Filters are synced into your account and can be imported to your characters or exported for distribution or safekeeping. What the hell? It's a real filter. Holy gaming. Players can filter items now based on socket amount. Oh my god. Added a keybind to bypass the filter when held. Jesus, that's so good. What? It's such a good change. What the fuck? Okay. I kind of like poked fun at their like we've been cooking short they posted a while ago, but I kind of feel bad about that now. This actually is a pretty good patch so far. You can now unlock titles by doing certain stuff in game. Titles are shown by your name. So wait, is it multiple titles? Like, is it like a suffix prefix kind of thing? Like kind of like what D4 has and what a couple other games have? Like you can combine if you can combine multiple titles, that's funny. You guys are gonna pick the first one that sounds like jerking off. I already know it. You're gonna pick the first one that sounds like fat or balls. They have a small title. I know what I'm doing. Fuck you guys. You're literally one of the bigger Hero CH creators, I guess. Drop sounds? Wait, what the fuck? Drop sounds though, for real? Added a bunch of new drop sounds for various item types and rare items. Rare item drop sounds are now louder and more noticeable. I feel like it was already kind of like a jump scare. I do like this. Though honestly, I feel like the sounds already blow out my goddamn eardrums as is. Also, I'm probably gonna add the heroic and angelic sound as redeems for this season, just so you guys can fuck with me, because I'm pretty sure you guys would love that. Quests. Oh, new quests. Hey, we haven't had any new quests for a while. Shadow Reaper quest awards, 15 random tarot cards, 25 experience, 10 good gold, 15 random tarot cards for Sung Lee, for Chaos Tower, Damien. Codex of Eternity quest, 15 cards. All right. Fall of Darkness quest now unlocks the 5th relic slot. Is Fall of Darkness, isn't that Amon Ra and Gabriel? That's Amon and Gab, isn't it? Oh, so that quest still exists, but it unlocks a 5th relic. That's really powerful though. Holy. That's good though. Charm slot, relic slot, charm slot. Oh, an additional charm slot. Yeah, charm slot here too. Light of Dawn. Light of Dawn is the quest from getting to Inferno. All right, so 5th relic slot is insane. It is locked behind Amon Ra and Gabriel though, but that gives like more value to them than just their loot, which their loot kind of sucks sometimes, so that's good. Light of Dawn quest now unlocks one additional charm slot. Okay. Yeah, 5th relic slot is actually insane, especially on like a melee character. I'm not gonna lie, for a cat, once again, for a caster, not that crazy, though I have seen some new relics for the casters are really good. Way better for melee. Melee's feasting hard already, as usual. Quest low runes lowered to max nut. Let's go. We got max nut. Quest reward mid runes, lem, lowered to jaw. Interesting. Luna quest re-rolling by abusing another difficulty is removed. The new quest will delete the quest on other difficulties. Holy shit. Get fucked. Main quest on normal is now sliced per act, so you don't need to complete all quests in every act to do the next act quests. Wait, that's a really good change. Them being tied together was a little awkward for some people. Isn't that literally just a free reroll? Kind of, yeah, that's basically a free reroll, but like it's the same thing. Like, because you had to go find Luna again anyway, and that's what that is. All right, that's cool. I like that. God, these look terrible on dark mode. Uber boss changes. You now gain a portal with 5 charges that can be used if you die on an Uber boss to get back to the boss room. After the 5th time, the portal is destroyed. Damn, that's pretty good. The art is really cool. I might have to flashbang you guys just so I can actually see it. Hold on, I'm gonna flashbang you guys really quick. My eyes. Oh yeah, it looks really good. I like that a lot. Fuck, I love that Egyptian one. Holy, this art is so nice. I'm pretty sure that's a samurai. Using Circle of Hatred's main portal now resets the zone, so you don't have to reset the game when farming multiple Gabriels. I feel like you didn't have to do that. I felt like I could just like walk in and do them again. Skins and paid content. Ancient Monster, Death Effect MTX each have unique art sounds. We're getting on Death Effect MTX. We're getting Death Effect MTX like PoE based. It's kind of based. Explosion spell skin MTX changes the visual look on all explosions you cause. Chain lightning spell skin MTX changes the visual on all chain lightning skills you unleash, not traveling chains only. Added tarot themed skins for demon spawn, bard, illusion. That's illusionist, paladin, samurai, and shaman. That's the paladin. Oh shit, that illusionist skin. Also female demon samurai. Yo, maybe I'm playing samurai. All right. General changes. Hell 1 to 5 scaling increased drastically. This was expected, obviously. Like you have to scale it up with changing the wall to Inferno being just the difficulties, but we'll see. Inferno scaling increased massively. Optimize hit effects and striking monsters with skills or attack should improve performance greatly. I feel like we see this in every patch notes, and Amazon still lags. Skill opacity for self and others now also affects overlaying buff effects on the player. Oh, that's nice. Added keybinds for vote reset and loot filter? Keybind for reset? Excuse me? Hello? Holy, you can hide monsters from minimap. Massive performance increase. Ooh, there we go. That's good. You now open sub-skill trees without having a point in the skill. Oh my god. That was actually something that was really annoying to me. I was literally thinking about doing this whole patch note review and thinking about how annoyed I would be because I want to like look at the sub skills because I don't know them. Like I don't know the sub skills for every class, and because I don't have those classes leveled up, when I'm looking at the patch notes for the classes in a few minutes, I'm not going to be able to go look those up because we don't have like a website for that anywhere. Rework the crafting UI for better visual feedback. The Hero Siege thing has it? Does it? It has all the sub skill nodes like updated to what the current patch? Oh shit, I've never used it for that. I had no idea it had that. That's awesome. Based. All right, cool. We'll just use that. Yeah, Inferno scaling had to go up. Inferno is like a joke. For their highest difficulty, the problem with Inferno, and we've gone over this many times, and I went over it in my videos, is by the time you got to Inferno, because you had to overgear the shit out of Amon-Ra and Gabriel to even get there, Inferno was already too easy. You were basically doing like joke content. So now since Mevius is the wall and Mevius L5 is going to be harder, Inferno is going to be another massive jump. So even if you kill Mevius, you're still going to have a big jump to Inferno, which is correct. Like that's how it should be. This is the hardest difficulty with the most loot and the most things you can get out of it. It's got to have a wall to it since they're removing Gabriel and Amon-Ra. Yeah, it's a great change. Great change. Because farming for Amon-Ra and Gabriel was tedious as shit. Instead, killing them unlocks a fifth charm or a fifth relic slot. So it is still a big power spike and still worth killing them, but they are no longer gating you out of the highest difficulty level in the game. Rework the crafting UI for better visual feedback. I did see a bit of a preview of this that Dark showed me. It looks really good. Really good. Rework the market UI for better visual feedback. That I'm interested to see. I think he showed me a little bit of that. So everyone will be Inferno now? Not very quickly. The game has become significantly more challenging. The difficulty increase has been much higher. But eventually, yes, everybody could make it. Instead of it being like only people that put in like insane hours farming a bunch of shit or spend a bunch of money and then played a build that could kill those uber bosses. People have a better chance because we don't have to farm scrolls and souls. Yep. And you won't have to have a character that's specifically made for farming an uber boss. Full screen now locks your mouth within the game window. Oh my God. Thank you. You know how many times I've tabbed over to one of my other two monitors while teleporting around a zone? Optimizes network packet handling while damaging monsters to unload pressure from the server. Oh good, the server needs it. Unique stash tab now shows set item color. Wormholes now have a chance per level to roll an extra affix on monster packs, plus wormhole 35 and wormhole 70 increase +1 ancients in a pack. Interesting. Bans from past anti-cheat are now shown in global chat. Cheating should result in shaming. Based. You can tell how bad he wanted to put this one in. I know how much he fucking hates these people. You know he was so happy to do this. You can now quick bind skill loadouts. Oh, fuck. Oh, it's so good. It's so good. Is this going to be like the void maps in Path of Exile where people make funny names and then spin up a new Steam account, spend $2 on the game when it's on sale just to get banned? So their name, like Big Chungus Cocklover, just shows up as banned. Like, is that what's going to happen? It's just going to become the new void maps for $2? Improve chat text visibility. Oh, okay. Rogue Chaos Tower now spawns when you are close enough to its location, fixing the abuse. That's fine. That's totally fine. Like, I get it. That sucks because it makes it hard to, like, it's harder to farm, but, like, the fact that the way you farmed it was by looking at if your portal showed up or not was stupid. Remove the community quest for now. It is irrelevant and pointless and needs redesigning. Based. Actually based. Looking at a mechanic, seeing that it's fucking useless and getting rid of it, based choice. Added Spanish localization done by community member Sue. Oh. I think Dark was working on that, right? He was working on some, was it Portuguese? Removed from the unique stash system, all dev items, Legacy Bifrost Ring, Soulforge Ring, non-existing Sacred Battle Darts, items like Lemon? There's a Lemon item? Huh. Added a quick filter system to tick DCBAS items from showing in the main interface. Oh, it's so good. Companion no longer picks up random jewels as they fill your inventory with trash. Thank you so much. The amount of times I had to stop to get rid of all those shit jewels out of my inventory every like 10 minutes. Added option to hide .combat tags, which is now hidden by default. Ooh. Sending golden items via mailbox is now disabled. Mailbox will remain for guild invites and possible item restorations, market, etc. Obviously, people are using it to dupe. That kind of sucks. I liked that, but like, I get it. It is probably one of the only ARPGs in that I know of where you can send shit to people via a mailbox. That's fine. I did it a couple times and it was nice to be able to do it when I could, but this is fine. Added tags like orbital and projectile to all skills so we can have clear understanding what works for what, and we can also create new items that only work for certain tags. Wow. Updated stash search function. You can now search with keywords and letters. Okay. Added 4MTX ancient monster death effects with unique sound effects. You can now control shift click to allocate all remaining points to an attribute. No more spam clicking that shit. Insane. Stat screen now has categories for each type of stat and shows most, if not all, the available stats from items. Added options to always show tooltip when hovering on an item on the ground. Oh, that's so good. Buffed hero talent level, mythic note of swiftness, note of absolute resistance, champion, brilliance, soul hunger, tactician. Interesting. So they buffed some of the hero talent nodes. I like that. Yeah, no more holding down shift, no more clicking a million times. These are the kind of changes that make big people want to play the game. Yeah, I think this actually might be a really big season. This might be a very big season. Almost a shame we're not playing trade. We could make serious money. But Blood Pact calls to the boys. Oh, new crafting. Tarot cards. 40 Wheel of Fortune. 40 The Fool. That's you guys. 40 The Magician equals a random D to SS tier. Can be angelic. High Priestess 30. Empress 25. Devil. A random rune. Can be angelic. Hanged Man, Hermit, 12 random dungeon keys. That slaps ass. I love that. Death 30, Devil 30, Emperor 30, 10 random materials. Oh my god, wait. Looking forward to stack deck farming. The chance is going to be insanely low. Oh, of course it's insanely low, but still. The Moon, the Sun, random relic boosting unique item. Relic boosting unique item. That's new. Foolness, random 10 tarot cards. The Tower, Zawarudo, get 8x of random orb. Chariot, Lovers, Justice, random Essence Vault. That's nice. Temperance. This is a lot. The Temperance, Judgment, Strength, the Hierophant. Get a random Divine Tarot card, which can be a disappointment too. Oh, shit. Added Hell 5 quest to gather dimensional shards. These are cool. This is cool because these are just going to drop, you know? These are just going to be a new thing that drops. So that's cool. This is just more ways to get more items. That is good. You always want this every time you add new mechanics. That tarot card can be me. I think all of us are a little bit like that. Why are you scared, Doka? Added Hell 5 quests to gather dimensional shards and kill Reaper. Fragments for Sung Lee. Boss parts to kill Damien. Clear Chaos Tower. Okay, so now there's quests to go do the bosses. That's good. That guides new players on how to do them. It's no longer a mystery. This is a good change. You need things like this pointing people towards the endgame activities because a lot of people get to the endgame. They don't know what to do. This is good. This is great. Vanaheim Portal now spawns in towns and in cabin if you have killed the monsters. Once you enter another one, won't spawn. Holy, no more getting lost from your Vanaheim Portal. Your Vanaheim Portal is no longer lost in a sea of bullshit. Buffed quest Seething Soul drop rate from 3 to 8. Holy. Wait, that's really good. Big fan of that. By the way, for anyone who doesn't know, this is the final quest of the this is the final quest of the Soulforge ring. This is the bone piles. This part was super bad. That's really good. That's over double the chance. Increase monster density in Forces Slain, Forgotten Caves. Oh my god, look at these monster density buffs. In Nightmare, my favorite zone for farming random bullshit. Let's go. I might be a Nightmare gamer now, guys. Added Legion packs for Gardens and Eternal Battlefield. What the fuck is going on here? Okay. All Uber Boss drop chances for boss specific items nerfed to 8 to 12%, 16 to 20 to 24 on Hell and 36% on Inferno. Interesting. So Hell 1, Hell 2, Hell 3, Hell 4, Hell 5, Inferno. All bosses got a massive Magic Find boost on them. Magic Find from Uber Boss is buffed from 1500 to 30,000% for Gabriel and Anubis. Amun-Ra, it means 50,000%. Boss drop rates for SSF are 2x. Interesting. That's a really good change for SSF. I mean, they can drop more than one boss specific unique. That would mean, so Magic Find buffed on them would be they can drop other items. They do have like the same drop pool as other monsters. So, but they have a higher drop. Like they drop a lot of items. So this means instead of 1500 Magic Find, the items they drop are affected by 30,000 Magic Find. Like, I don't know if you've ever seen screenshots or posts of like I've seen Gabriel drop like Fulgurite. Like I've seen Uber bosses drop things like Fulgies, Unholies that aren't just on their loot table. So this means that when killing Uber bosses, we do have a lower chance to get their base item, but we have a high chance to get a lot of things. Bossing viable? Yeah, and bossing looks like it's going to be more of a grind. So bossing is easier because you have more portals, but they also don't drop their item guaranteed. Fix an issue where defeating a boss too quickly can prevent loot from dropping and event triggers from activating, such as teleport appearing. Oh, I've actually had that happen. Nerfed Indrixia life scaling. Hey, I bitched about that in my video. Removed immunity from Sheep King during Sheepocalypse. I also complained about this for like a minute straight in my video. Holy. I hated this mechanic. It was so boring. That's awesome. Rogue Chaos Tower's drop rates are half of what the other bosses are due to mini entities or mini entries. Oh, that makes sense. Buff Shadow Reaper's Shadow Skull damage by 42%. That sounds awful. That already did a lot of damage. Buff Shadow Reaper's execution damage by 15%. Oh, okay. Fixed Witchbog Wormhole boss as being Puppet Queen. What? Oh, right, Wormhole boss. I was like, what? Reworked Grim Reaper's boss room. Reworked Damien's boss room. Oh, that's interesting. Pentagram Slam size increased by 50%. Okay. Shadow Reaper Pentagram Slam size activate time decreased from 1.75 to 0.5. That's not a good combo. You shouldn't combine these two because this incentivizes your character to have extremely high move speed or a teleport. And you don't want to incentivize playing one type of character with one type of like movement. Like you don't want to make movement speed a forced mechanic on all of your classes to be able to interact or kill a boss. One of these two would be fine. Probably the size one would be fine. This is a bit much. Shortening reaction time and like forcing movement or teleport. This basically means if you don't have a teleport or a leap, you're fucking dead. Both of these combined is like you're cooked because no one's surviving this. This is a one shot. Jump out of 50. Have you seen the size of it before this? You can jump. Wait. It's a slam like on the ground, like where you can avoid it, like Sung Lee. Oh, you mean jumping power to jump out of the way? Yeah, there's no way it's a Sung Lee slam. There's nothing to indicate that. Jump out of it, I guess. But once again, it's like, oh, I have to build the specific thing for that. Like, without both, why change it? You won't get hit anyway. This is enough for a lot of people. You underestimate your average player, or overestimate, I should say. Maybe if they change the boss room? Well, that's different. The Grim Reaper and Shadow Reaper are different. The thing is, this is a one shot. Like, no matter what. Like, this ability is basically a one shot unless you're like a paladin or like a life stacker. Interesting. I'll have to see how that plays. Half a second. Like, do not underestimate how fucking short of a time this is. Not sure how I feel about that. I need to see the size. Like, I need to like do the math on the size of this and then like time it. I know items to Shadow Reaper's Pool, Race Cloak, Shadow Lantern, Shadow Beacon, and Signet of Shadows. Didn't we already have Shadow Beacon? We already had Shadow Beacon. Or no, we had Beacon of Shadows. What the shit is this? I have 4 new items. Inferno Sung Lee. Summon weapon cast time reduced by 50%. Fuck me. Jesus. All right. Well, now I understand why they have 5 portals. Oh, that's it for Sung Lee? Okay, that's fine. Buffed Luna's damage by around 20%. That's fine. Buffed Luna's Star Wall Agony, Star Shower and Star Wall Agony buff from 100% to 150. Ooh, that's rough. I mean, Luna does hold some of the best loot in the game for a lot of stuff, like rim skins. I mean, it's Inferno, but the thing about Luna is you only have to worry about Arcane Res Shred, so you can stack with charms. Gurag on Inferno. Gurag's Guard spawns 14 guards. Okay. Spawns 2 extra towers, which disarm if the player on it. Why? 2 extra bishops, which why? This fight's already a clusterfuck. Don't get hit for 3-second immunity phase. Just kill it fast enough. Yeah, but just kill it fast is not an enjoyable game design because that is how every goddamn ARPG is when they make bosses that are just awful. You get it, just go next, basically. I mean, depending on how fast these are, like, it's fine, and how passive your damage is, but like, holy. I need to see this in action on Inferno, but like, this fight already had like a little too much going on for how small the room is. Grim Reaper on Inferno spawns 4 smaller scythes moving faster. Ooh, God. Soul Eruptions cast 3 times and freeze on hit? Is this Reaper? Like, is this new Reaper? This is new Reaper. Okay, so usual stuff. It's Pentagram Slam. Walk, that's big. Okay, you can still walk out of it. It's fine. You know, okay, so it's got a cast time. Wait, it's got a cast time. This is fine. The cast time, he targets you after the, like, you start moving right as the cast is like ending. Where are you when the cast goes off? Hold on, I want to see this. Okay, so when the cast goes off, he does target you right in the middle. But if you move fast, you don't even teleport. You just walk. Okay, it's not as bad as I thought. Wait, this is Hell 1? Hell 1? Jesus. The cast time is the same. The activate time is different. All right, it's fine. Death Coil skulls are 200% bigger? Jesus, man. I don't even want to read this one. Meteor Storm is casted counterclockwise 4 times. Fuck you. Wall of Storm starts moving 0.5 seconds faster. Wrath of Anubis falls 60% faster. Oh my god. Honestly, this doesn't sound as bad as the other ones. Damien's Masks are now Legion rarity. They drop loot. Bloodchurch cast delay 0.15 seconds. AoE and damage increased by 200%. Unleashed Agony projectiles now cover a 35 wider radius. Pools of Agony spawned 5 pools with 50% increased damage. Oh my god. That's not as bad. The Gurag one's the only one that I'm just like, fuck this. I don't like things that disable your character. I find them not fun. Carp King. Mega Beam is now cast in 4 directions. Okay. Zen pools spawn 10 pools, which are 50% bigger, have 50% more damage, and freeze on hit. Balls of Doom monsters are Legion rarity. That's still not as bad. Lava Storm unleashes 3 trails that inflict burning on hit. Oh, great. All of this is just telling me I need Leech. Wall of Agony is now casted 3 times in a row, inflicting burning on hit. Okay. Satan's Hands are now Legion rarity. Mevius on Inferno. Portal Tentacles deal 200% more damage. Portal spawn 4 Nightmare Priests? What are Nightmare Priests? Those guys that come out of the walls? Tentacle Wall now spawned from both directions with increased speed. Damage buff by 300% on all difficulties. Oh my god. Who the fuck fights Odin? I don't even remember this fight. Wait, Heart Phase no longer makes the heart immune. No longer makes the heart immune. Now additionally spawns Waves of Blood. Ooh, Waves of Blood. That could be sketchy. Is the Waves of Blood from Chaos Tower? It's Inferno Reaper. Is that 15 billion HP? That's not bad. That's still less than like, that's like what? That's like less than Gabriel. Is that hammered in? Nice. Those are big. How fucking big those are, dude. That's kind of based. Pretty big. Okay, so those go off 3 times. That's so nasty. There's so much shit. Like I said, you gotta be a paladin for this stuff, man. He's just healing himself. That's so many scythes. 2k life on Inferno is insane. He's a paladin though, so he'll be fine. Like, you just keep getting damage reduction. Oh, the soul pillar's at like 80%. Yeah, Pally's giga tanky because you have perma damage reduction up and you're healing yourself. Yeah, I think I'm logging in White Mage. That's a long fight. The fucking hammer DPS. 100 million. We're playing. Oh, what was that? What was that? What was that? That got him right there. What got him? Oh, it was the scythe. He got skulled into scythe. So much shit on the screen, dude. So much shit on the screen. All right, well, that'll be a whole thing when we get to Inferno. Fix an issue where the colossal pumpkin hit would be instant. Oh, I knew that was a problem. Monsters that shatter after death don't proc death effects. All right, I'm playing a cold build. I'm going to socket sapphires in my shit and play melee. Nerfed wasp damage by 35%. This needs to say 350%. Enemies rest in peace now. Oh, didn't that already exist somewhere? Or am I just thinking Diablo? Nerf bloater experience globe, given experience from 800 per globe to 400 per globe. Oof. Increase range of experience globe pickup. Added new affix, divine on death drops magic globes, provide stacking magic find buff. Neat. Added new affix, shielding. Monsters have shield stacks depending on difficulty, which take 1 tick of any damage source to remove before they start taking damage. Shielding monsters have base extra magic find. That's annoying. It's not immune to dots. Actually, it would be immune to dots because the application wouldn't trigger because it's immunity. Unless you apply the dot and it only eats the first tick. Shielding divine wasps. That sounds awesome. I love it. Immune to crowd control. Immune to dots. Oh, that is immune to dots. Okay. Not like ailment builds work anyway. Can dodge spells. Oh, great. Yeah, casters need to have more problems. Immune to critical hits. Get fucked, melee. Yeah, immune to crowd control is interesting. There's a lot of builds that rely on that. Monsters now have crowd control diminish. Every stun lowers its effect by 25% on the next stun until it doesn't affect the mob anymore. Resetting to 100% effectiveness after a 5-second cooldown. Ooh, yikes. Goodbye stun builds. Monster inflicted stun and frozen attacks now also diminish under the player. 25% applied for stun frozen. Oh, good. No longer getting stun locked by Colossal Pumpkin at level 6. Monster life scaling per player increased from 66% to 150% normal. Wait, it's more on normal? I get it because the health scaling is going up, but 5% increased monster day. Damn, they really wanted to nuke group play from Orbit, didn't they? So is this their answer to the fact that group play is inherently like a significant advantage over solo play when it comes to like trade and like racing and stuff like that? Because that's what this feels like. There's no reason to change this otherwise. Yeah, that's got to be what it is. Because group play is inherently just really strong. One of the strongest aspects of group play is if you die, you can just teleport to the person. Physical damage from monsters reduced by 18% across the board. Oh, that's actually really good. Lightning damage from monsters increased by 6%. Why would you make the mages better? Do not make the caster mages better. They are now the worst part of the game. You are now instantly dead going to Carp King. That's a lot of Legion packs. Uber boss part affix is now a lot rarer. I knew that was going to happen. That shit was OP. Slightly nerfed bloating affix chance. Yep, that's fair. Chaos pillars now have their own icon on the minimap. Ooh, I think I said this in my video. Chaos Tower reward chest now at 16% per cleared tower chance to drop a heroic item when open. Surpassing 100 will add an extra item on top of the roll. I think someone showed me this. Chaos Tower reward chest now adds 1% per cleared tower to drop an angelic and unholy. Surpassing 100 will add an extra item. Ooh, tower no longer cares about rock cool kills. Only cleared towers. Holy, wait a minute. Wait, that's actually insane. Wait, it used to be just for cool kills. That's actually cracked. Guys, if you clear 100 Chaos Towers, you get an angelic. This, by the way, another mechanic that is significantly better in a group. Probably one of the mechanics that I only want to do in a group. Significantly better in a group. Okay, so 100 Chaos Towers, guaranteed angelic. Very good change. This one right here, very good change. 40% of SS tier item rolls are now for the zone-specific heroic chase items. Excuse me? But that's not how that works? 100% per clear tower chance to drop an Angelic Unholy when open surpassing 100% will add an extra item on top of the roll. Is it not a guaranteed? Or is it just the chance of the item being Angelic from the base item is increased by 100%? It's not just percent chance to get an Angelic. It's based on an actual raw item? Oh, that's bad then. Okay, so it's an item base rather than just a pure chance. Oh, I mean, it's still nice, but not as fun as I thought. All right, items. This is gonna be a long one, isn't it? Scrambled SS tier heroic item target farm locations. Only Angelic and Unholy drops are now shown in the chat. Heroic and SS tier items still show in the in-game chat. Aw, wait, I like this. I like seeing heroics. I feel like this should be a toggle. Creates too much FOMO? It creates FOMO because people are printing in Goblin codexes. If it creates FOMO, make it a toggle. One of my favorite features about Hero Siege is this. This is one of my favorite heroes about Hero Siege, is seeing other people drop heroics and SS tier items. Angelics and Holies will be too rare to really get anything out of this. Like, so it'd be nice if this was like a toggle, like you could turn off the heroic and SS tier items. I mean, you can already turn it off entirely. People have FOMO over this. That's their own problem. That's self-inflicted. Yeah, I want it on BP. Yeah, it should be a toggle, or it should be like in BPs it's on. I'm wondering if maybe it causes server issues, especially if like everybody's printing. Are the patch notes as bad as the last ones? Patch notes are actually really positive so far. Really positive so far. Now prospects and dice flasks. Thank you. Flasks now show tier on ground. Also good. Buffed attack range of all follower relics. What the fuck is a follower relic? Common items now show tiers on all rolled affix from D to S. Based. You can now post corrupted items on market again. Added corrupted to the name since you can now uncorrupt them using Prophet's Wisdom. Oh yeah, there's an item lets you uncorrupt. Relics that follow you? Huh? Oh, right. Extra damage to monsters with X ailment no longer increases dot damage. It was intended to increase other damage dealt to it if it has an ailment. Ailment damage is now its own stat. Oh, weird. You can now use Tinker's Toolkit, empty sockets, real sockets, destroy sockets on codexes. Based. Keys now show the location of the dungeon on the item tooltip. That kicks ass. That's such a good change. Toolkit 1x1 from 2x1. Good. Don't really use that right now. Extra damage to ailments now applies only once if any ailment is affecting the target. Did it apply on the hit that applied the ailment? Unstable Dust provides Satanic Crystal Fragments or Destiny Shard Fragments. Buff the Destiny Shard Fragments? Assume those are tarot card related. Nerf Dex given critical damage from 0.125 to 0.1 per point. Ooh. Get Nerf Dex builds. Energy given base mana replenishment from... Oh, mana gain. Buff Vitality given base life replenish. Okay. Crystal chests. A chance to drop one of the 7 mystery hats. There's mystery hats? Light radius now actually works and increases your base movement speed by 2% per point of light radius, or decreases it if in the negative. I don't like that last part. I don't like that last part. It's one of the goddamn Satanic Zone modifiers. Crystal key drop rate nerf from 1 in 75 to 1 in 125. Interesting. The crystal chests are supposed to go up in value, and they can drop this now. Fixed magnum opus on Kadash being broken. Good. Nuked additive damage effects. Yikes. Codex is now roll extra pack size by default. Cool. All unique flasks now have level requirements set to 1. Huh? Wait, that's actually cracked for an extra character. Liquor holster level requirements set to 1. Giga alt leveling. Let's go. Buffed open wound damage from 20% to 50% of fizz damage. Okay, open wounds builds looking good. Lumped all extra damage multipliers in the same lump sum to nerf physical effects a bit. Yep. You can no longer sell keys, materials, collectibles, or socketables to merchant. Oh, they already changed that. Oh, you can prospect them though. That's interesting. Lowered enchanted sigil price to 200k. That's nice. That's very nice. Items now show only 1 prefix and 1 suffix on ground to stop the screen-wide item names. Oh, that's so good. Prefix will always prioritize all skills affix over anything. That's good, especially when you have filters to filter affixes. Added a short delay to higher rarity drops so the player sees them before the companion just insta-picks them up. Hopefully the companion is insta-picking them up and I'm not teleported halfway across the goddamn screen. I don't know if I like that because that means my shit might disappear. It is nice to see them. Unless you can make the companion pick up everything in an entire map, this needs to go. Like, I'll be resetting the zone before I notice like a Zed rune dropped or some Zod rune. Infernal Codexes now gain an additional buff and debuff, with the new one being Essence of Chaos. You can add yet another buff and debuff to juice it further. Oh. Infernal Codex buffs. Additional rune rolls on monster kill. Additional rolls to Angelic and Unholy. High quality materials. Drop Tarot deck. Drop Essence and Chaos. Infernal Codex. Common item drops are... All common item drops are S tier. That's kind of cool. All common item drops are white. Monster packs now spawn as Chaos Pillars. What? It's like the ambush one, the ambush scarab from PoE. Okay. Debuffs, movement skills are disabled. Ow. Additional monster projectiles, wasps. Ancient monsters are proximity tangible. Why do people keep putting proxy in games, in ARPGs? Chance on hit to reflect your damage is a meteor on your location. Okay. Increase monster attack and aggro range. Increase monster attack movements projectile. Summon 3 scythes targeting you when using a flask. All right, just don't use flasks. This is PoE. Decreased all ore processing material chances. Oh my god. I'd say that's not that bad. It's a very small nerf. Very small. Still not great. The higher tier, it's bad. Crafting. What do we got? Okay, so they're lowering requirements of changing copper stone amount needed 2 to 4. Yeah, that makes sense. New requirement 2 dark matter. Jadenium powder from 1 to 4. Oof. Moonstone gem jadenium 1 to 4. 2 dark matter. Oh my god. Oof. Lower chance to get the materials and you need more of them. Ouch. Rip jewel crafters. We've reached the chase zone section. This is going to be fun. Abomination Eye now only drops from colossal chest. So the A-bomb set is now colossal chest. So just the A-bomb chest basically. Necro Butcher's Curse from colossal chests. So these items. So basically all the summoner items now drop only from colossal chests. Have fun resetting and farming colossal chests. Summoner guys. You guys are so fucked. You guys are screwed. Summoner guys are scammed. All right. Deathsmear, Leprechauns, Mystique, Bucket, Might. Okay, so all the MF shit is now from chests only. That kind of tracks thematically, I guess. You know what? I like that because this fucking belt won't constantly plague me anymore. Unopened chests. Slaves of Despair from Chaos Pillars. It's already so rare. It's already so rare. You still Luna these items? Okay, that's good. Holy Chaos Tower. Gem King's Cleaver, Philosopher's Stone, Griffin's Claw, Gem King's Garb. It's all from Chaos Tower. Fulgurite and Torstein's Anvil. Only from Ruby chests. Holy. Chaos Tower stacked? Kinda. Like, Cleaver's shit. Philo's kind of fallen off. It's still good, though. Nobody uses Lightbringer's Mark. This is a Merc item. Nobody wants this. Angelic Runes now has 75% increased chance drop rate. Oh, I didn't know they could drop a Niflheim. I've never seen one. I did like 50 of those. Loaded dice is changed to unstable rifts. Sight of the no, dude. Come on. I don't want to do unstable rifts. God damn it. Oh my god, that's so funny. Battle fragments now can drop. Oh, that's good. Wait. Plague Shot is now a chase item within the zone set to Eternal Battlefield. Eternal Battlefield is the size of a fucking cherry. The zone has like 14 monsters in it. Oh, that's brutal. That's brutal. Wait, like that change, I mean, it's fine. It's a heroic item. It's just funny that it's like locked behind Battlefield. Means like we have Yes MF now. Oh, that's a good point. He has Giga MF, so he's probably going to drop Plague Shots here and there. Tyrell's chest piece now has a 75% increased chance to drop from the Circle of Hatred. Come on. Wait, Gabriel has like 50,000 magic find. Is this the season of Tyrell's chestplate? Wait, guys, on a blood pact with increased magic find. Is this Inferno only? Or is that magic find for them Inferno only? Oh my god. Celestial Authority chase zone changed to unstable. Oh, come on, dude. I mean, at least unstable rifts are just zones. At least they're just zones. At least they're just zones, man. At least I can just hit up a second version of the zone I'm already farming. So if I play an arcane caster, I have to like farm unstable rifts super hard for Sight of the Gods, Celestial's Authority, and then I gotta go get a Gem King's Garb out of a Chaos Tower. Or I gotta Luna one of them. Okay, Monsoon moved, Arachnophobia moved, Astral Projector moved, a lot of bows that no one uses moved. That's cool. Hypothermia moved, no one uses that. Lefaxier is cool, no one uses that. Oh, Benetti's. Moved to Act 1, Zone 1 to 3. Everyone uses Monsoon? Sure. Oculus of Ages moved to Act 8. Pagan God's Blasphemy. Pagan God's Blasphemy should just be deleted from the game. I have Terethiel. Blood of Abaddon also deleted. Archangel's Phaseblade X6. Okay. Just a lot of stuff moved between zones. Not a big deal. Honestly, you really haven't paid much attention to chase farming. Probably will. Graxy got moved to Act 2, Zone 1 through 2, and Act 7 Boss Dungeon. That's an interesting split. All right. Ooh, look at that. Look at that magic find on those chests. 4,000 on key dungeon. It was already 3,250 and didn't drop shit. Damn, that's a lot for crystal keys. That's over double. It's over double for all of them. It's 4 times. Like, what was that, 4 or 5 times? More than that. That's quite a bit. Oh boy, here we go. Nerfs. You guys ready? You guys ready for nerfs? So nerfed / fixed Glyph of Greed again. Tweaked Codex of Chaos spawn rate from 8 to 20% to 5 to 22%. Interesting. Codex of Goblin Horde. Well, this doesn't matter because we've confirmed that Goblin Codexes are being removed. Heroic loot rates by 20%. Again? Oh, you know what? If they keep the other loot buffs, that's fine. Codex Eternity duration. Okay. Maximum sockets to 4. Nerfed St. Otto's Diamond Hands plus Jagged Gauntlets change to spells and attacks have a chance to deal increased damage based on your critical strike damage. This effect does not count as a critical hit. Your critical chance is halved and your critical damage is capped. Interesting. It's a very different way to do that. So the chance is no longer based on crit. It's based on crit damage and your crit chance is halved. Meaning this works like better for casters because you no longer have to care about crits. Because originally I think it was based on crit chance. It gave you a ton of crit chance, but it was based on crit chance. Now it's based on crit damage. Who the fuck is building crit damage outside of, you know, non-casters? Interesting. Okay. Nerfed common random jewel, nerfed Signet Kadash, summon damage jewels. Yep, all the damage jewels. Experience gain affix and on charms. Nerfed chaos walkers. Good. All this stuff. Yeah, okay. I don't really know why these were nerfed. They didn't really seem that strong, but okay. So like the basic bit. I mean, the Hermes boots were pretty crazy. These were all like very mid items that you would just kind of swap out really fast. So I'm not really sure why those are nerfed. S2 rare physical weapon enhanced damage buff from 140 to 250 to 240. God damn. Jesus. Okay, so physical weapon enhanced damages, the roll on that has been buffed significantly at a lot of tiers, especially the higher you go. Oh, that's a lot of buffs. My God. Ephemerai log in, yeah. Look at all these buffs. Buffing everything. I mean, buffs are cool. I'm not going to go too deep. Mystic Alert SS tier. I was waiting for that to happen. I'm not going to go too deep into this because, like, without actually seeing the items, it's just words. Well, you know, I'm glad to see items getting buffed. A lot of these items suck. Noxious Hunter's Reward. This item blows. You know, it's good to see that. Vampire Hunter. I've probably vendored that item or not picked it up. Nikita's interesting. Nikita's was already very good. Buffed Lucy's Day. Wait, wow, really? Okay. Adjusted and buffed Rackle's Legion Crusher. Interesting. Shish Kebab. Interesting. Fighter Skull Crusher. Light of Dawn. All right. Buffed this thing. Okay. Lightning Paladin's back on the menu. Benderden is in a good place. Buffed Pillar of Niflheim, Sacred Whip, Nightmare Slasher. Okay, so a lot of stuff's getting buffed up. Wow. Okay, so all of the set items are becoming SS tier. Oh, Liquor Holster Effectiveness is now base 125. That's pretty good. Wait, so set items are good now. Yo, that's cool. Maybe. Okay. Ooh, okay. Greg Stone Crusher. Look at all these reworks. Look at that. Maybe we're getting some more pen on items early for casters. There's a lot of reworks on caster items in here. This could mean more early penetration on or early ignore. Here, hold on. That's good. A lot of reworks, a lot of buffs. This is gonna be very good. I feel like a lot of items might get some. Oh, that's a lot of reworks. God damn, what is going? Holy, this is like 5. This is like what? Like 3 times the item reworks and buffs. More than that from last season. You side by side of the item reworks. Yoshi's got buffed. And you guys are about to get Yoshi'd. Wait. Storm Fury. Rip. Sorry, Doke. A buff could mean 1%. Very, very, very rarely have I ever seen them put buff and buff an item by 1%. When they buff an item, it usually becomes like not significantly better, but better. Good enough to actually consider. Except for when they put ailment on everything. That wasn't really a buff so much as swapping around stats and wasting time. Buffed Big Joe. Who the fuck is Big Joe? Is that a rune word? There's a rune word named Big Joe? Am I missing something? Did I never see that rune word in the entire time? Most buff runeworks have also received slight reworks to fit their original identity better. Chainsaw of Fire. Shit, I just never used it. That's funny. Reworked Sky Song a bit. What does that mean? Because didn't they like gut Sky Song last patch? Like Sky Song was dead. Brutality event and change required rune from Fell to Lem. Okay. That's a lot of buffs. A lot of reworks. Kogara Rasumaru. Buffed Ravager? Oh shit. Breath of the Damned? Lost Dimension, Mirage. Like, okay. Catastrophe, Conquest. Okay, all right. Sovereignty, Shroud of Elements, Celestis. Added chance on cast a flash heal. What the fuck? Yo? Lost Dimension? All right. Virulence. Okay. Wow, so many buffs. What the? Guess we're gonna need them. Eternal Flasks, Tarot Cards, Divine Sun. What? Oh, hold on. What? Wait. Added Tarot Card, the Divine Sun. Combine 5 to craft a random angelic item. Okay. Divine Moon. Combine 5 to craft a random unholy item. These have got to be so goddamn rare, but that is super cool. Gypsy's Prophecy can be applied to SS tier items. There's a chance to level up the item, increasing its stats. There's a chance to level down the item, decreasing its stats. 20% chance to curse the item, bricking it. Max level 5. Is this like a shittier version of the star system? You need 300 of each card for 1 random divine. Well, 300 of like 5. So worse version of the star system. Cool. It's funny. By bricking it, do they mean corrupting it? Because there's an item lets you uncorrupt an item. We'll see. There's also a D and S tier one. Like if you get one of these, like you get, oh, that's what Destiny shards are. Okay. So like there's a lot of items that you could just throw this on and that'd be fine. The problem is the bricking it is really high, but I guess it's fine if you have duplicates or if you're just like YOLOing that shit. Reflection of Terethiel. Oh yeah, no, I saw this one already. Yeah, Dark showed me this one. Can be used to create a mirrored version of an item. Can it be used on mirrored items? Yes, there is a mirror in the game now. You can now mirror items. That is a thing. Hey, here you go. Prophet's Wisdom. Apply to a forgeable item, removes corruption on the item. So you could remove like a brick from using a Prophet's Wisdom. Okay, it's pretty cool. Can be applied to any forgeable common item, deletes all sockets from the item. New sockets can be rolled afterwards. That's based. Oh, that's so good. Wait, that's so good. Can it be used on mirrored items? But does the item you mirror, like that means you can't mirror a mirrored item. But what about the original item? Because that's how mirrors work in PoE. You can keep mirroring the same item. So I would hope that it would work the same way if you get another mirror, unless the mirrors are super common. The original item is mirrored. That's weird. But I guess these must be pretty common, or like not common, but so it's a mirrored item. Interesting. So you can't just keep mirroring the same weapon. I guess that makes sense given how rare, like you would have to make these if you wanted to continually mirror them. The original item gets mirrored. I don't like that. But although this isn't as rare as an actual mirror in PoE, that's fine. Maintained by prospecting mythics, combine 100 into a Destiny shard. Okay. Reroll SS tier items with stats with no downside. Oh shit. Can only be obtained from an essence vault. Okay. Lot of stuff. Holy, Cursed Gyroscope, SS tier charm, Mysterious Monkey Paw, Dybbuk Box, Mystery Card, Witch's Wand. Look at all these items. Nubis Infernal Onk, Monkey Paw. New item. Every point of resistance increases your damage by 3%. Negative 200 all res. Okay. Yeah, no, that one I kind of expect. That one I kind of expect. 5 to all skills. Look at the defense on that though. 3,000 defense on a fucking helmet is crazy. Is the increase additive or multiplicative? That looks additive. Most increases like that are, oh, actually it doesn't usually say. That's the problem. More damage, the more res you go. Yeah. 5% increased all attributes. Okay. 3 sockets. Stacking that much res. Every point in resistances increases your damage by 1. So, hold on. How many res are there? Last epoch fucked me up. Arcane, Cold, Fire, Poison, Lightning. There's 5 resistances. So yeah, per 1 resistance, per 1 all res is fucking 15% damage. 1150% more damage at 75 res. That's a lot. That's a lot. Getting up to 75 with a negative 200 penalty and in Inferno, that's pretty difficult. More increased, it's going to be increased. This could not be more. More would make this like definitively the best item in the game. Like disgustingly the biggest item in the game. Does it decrease your damage if you have negative resistances? That would be fucking hilarious. That would actually be hilarious. That would be so funny. Imagine negative damage. I don't have to. I've played casters. Harp King's Infernal Belly. But so these are all the Inferno only items, by the way. It looks like these are all the Inferno items. Many more ways for Sleepy to get scammed. My new favorite item. Holy Jesus. Deadly Blow. What is that attack damage? What is that attack damage? I've never seen attack damage that high. Wow, they really increased. Level 42 Lunar Aura. Okay. Deadly Blow damage up to 300% is actually insane. That's actually insane. Negative attack speed? Yeah, but you put this on a butcher. Put it on a butcher. A pass is going through items on Monday. I'll probably wait until my actual stream time on Monday and then just go through it on stream. Yeah, wait, this is a good butcher item. Yeah. Okay, so these are all the the damage values are gonna be cracked. I mean, good because of the health values of monsters, but like goddamn. Man, maybe I'll log in Butcher. That was something I was considering. Butcher sounds fun. I haven't played Butcher in a long time. But White Mage is also going to be Giga. Okay, so these are all the Inferno-only boss parts. That's pretty good. I love that change. Added Crown of Doom, King Rackle Inferno drop, Overloaded Dice, Chase from Mimic on Hell plus... There's Mimics? Arrow of Zamjo, Tier Lightning Bow, Chase from Act 5? Cool. Okay, a lot of cool items. Race Cloak. I think I saw that one. Desert Storm, Desert's Wrath. All right. Reworks. Oh, that's so many Relic Reworks. These are actually... Wait, these are good. What? Wait, was there something that said Codex of Broken Friendship? Where was that? Oh my god. The Runeword increases chance to spawn mimics from chest? That's so funny. Look at all these reworks. Relics are crazy. Added Fire Globe, Ice Globe, Arcane Globe, Poison Globe, or Lightning. Changed Lightning Ball to Lightning Globe. Anybody want to check out my globes? Slightly buffed Healing Grit. Holy Grail Healing. Okay. Nerfed King Crown's Maximum Gold Find. All right. Grail buff, log in. Caster's save, dude. Fuck Leech. Casting transcend skills causing the other not activate and going on cooldown. Okay, good. Summons no longer have multiple multiplications and damage modifiers. Everything is clumped together so numbers don't fly off to the stratosphere. Summons no longer double dip the summon damage stat. Oof. So I was gonna say oof. He got me. Worked all chain lighting mechanics. Okay. 6 cooldown procs being stuck, leaving mid cooldown. All right, classes. This is gonna be great because I don't know most of the classes. Viking. Oh, Charge got arcane damage buff. Good. Your first couple levels will feel better. Buffed arcane damage on Odin's Fury. Wow. All right. Battle orders nerf life and mana per point. Rip. Starting value from 3.5 to 3.75. It's a very small nerf. It's already a really good buff. Seismic Slam, attack damage. Okay, buffs. Shockwave, multi-trail, buff total damage scale from 35 to 25. Nerf critical strike damage. Ouch. Change critical strike now stats from 5% increase. Okay. Arcane damage on throw, Mirror's Champion, cold damage, int scaling. What? His maximum points are 6 to 8. All right. Oh, that's a lot of whirlwind changes. Attack damage from 13 to 25 per point. Okay. Synergy 3 from battle agility, demolishing winds. So whirlwind got significantly buffed. That's kind of nice. These are mostly all just like good changes. Damage from 1.8 to 3 on demolishing winds. Okay. Good synergy change. This Viking actually gonna be really interesting. The Shockwave didn't really get that many changes. So Shockwave Viking's still looking pretty good. Seismic Slam stuff's good. But the main thing is like Shockwave didn't really get much change other than just multi-trail, which kind of got buffed. So Viking stonks are up. Viking was already pretty good last season. Whirlwind seems like it's going to make a comeback. That's good. I know nothing about Marksman. Wow, that's a lot of that. Dead Zone decrease maximum points 5 to 2. Jeez, look at Landmine. Does Viking leveling get better? I mean, Seismic Slam got buffed, which is a starter ability. It got buffed per point, but this is a very small percentage buff. The Charge got buffed for scaling. So like that part's a little better, but I don't think like Viking leveling got buffed much. The early physical damage weapons did get buffed though, so maybe an ED weapon can actually carry you a lot harder. Landmine, beacon, arrow turret, rocket turret. That's a lot of turret buffs. Oh, that's a lot. That's a pretty big buff. Trick shot. Wait, trick shot got buffed? Oh shit. Multi-shot, hold on. Multi-shot and turrets. Turret mastery now applies to gunner drones. Ooh, okay. A lot of multi-shot stuff. So multi-shot nerf damage scaling per point. Multi-shot just got nerfed. Oh wait, that's really good. That's like actually pretty good. I'm tempted to log into a marksman and just look at that. So multi-shot stonks are down. Except for the Raining Inferno portion or the concentration volley. Looks like base proj of Arrow Nova and the actual base damage of multi are down, but these are up. What about Pyro? Scorching Affix visuals for all skins. Good. Base damage on Blazing Trail. Rise Match, decrease damage scaling. Okay. Inferno Slash. Avatar of Fire. Breath of Fire. A lot of changes. Decrease movement diminish. Breath of Fire actually not bad. Armageddon. Maximum points on Pyrokinetic Madness. Mood buff proc chance 3 to 15. Okay, that's good. Quicker move through Pyrokinetic Madness. Extreme damage on some of these. Volcano, buff base damage. Oh, are we Volcano gaming? Decrease cooldown from 6 to 4. XTD Volcano Gamer. We are truly playing just Fire Druid. Fire Nova, Boiling Point, Armageddon Boils. Comet, that's what I was curious about is Comet. Comet was really strong. Projectiles from 1 to 2 per point on Fiery Shower and the damage goes up, but they didn't change the amount of nodes? Okay. That's really good. That's basically doubling the proj on that. Okay, Comet might actually make a comeback for Pyro. Nothing really changed about the like actual Scorching Aura stuff it looks like in here. So that's kind of good. Hey, Pirate, let's see how hard Cannonball got fucked. Why did Cannonball get buffed? Oh, Rolling Balls got buffed. No, just this. Just Rolling Balls. The rest got nerfed. Blast Horizon, Mega Shot. Yeah, okay. That one I expected. Mega Shot was Giga. Interesting. Rolling Balls, buff scaling 50 to 70. Cold build? I'm gonna find out. That's Anchor Swing. Bomb Barrage, buffed. Intelligence scaling. A lot of int scaling changes. Bomb Shower. Explosive Bullets. Scaling increase. Powder Trail. Buff damage. Ooh, interesting. Explosive Barrel. Buff synergy. 1 scaling from 1 to point. More barrels. Reduce max point 5 to 3 and buffed proc rate. Going Gangplank build? Buckshot? Landhoy Anchor Swing, Colossal Anchor, buff damage scaling from 100 to 135. Okay, so that's just for Colossal Anchor though. Okay. Chain Shot, Cold Snap Vacuum, Parrots, buffed intelligence scaling on Parrots, buff damage scaling on Parrots, Screech, buff scaling attack speed, total damage. So Parrots got buffed and Anchor Swing got... Well, I don't know if you used Colossal Anchor. Did you use Colossal Anchor? I think you did actually. No, you used Double Anchor. Parrot buff? Yeah, but they're going to change the thing where you could summon a bunch of giant parrots, so it's not going to be as strong. And parrots are kind of meh. Like, they can die. They did get buffed significantly, though, which is nice. But, yeah, Anchor Swing. Anchor Swing's untouched, so Cold Pirate's still pretty good early. If anything, it's got to change. Nomad. I'm not going to lie, I don't know anything about Nomad. So you guys are going to have to tell me if this is good, because everyone has always told me not to play this class. All right, what do we got? Sand Carver? Wasn't Sand Gush like their big ability? Okay, let's see here. Swing Trimmers. Okay, Sand Trimmers. So Sand Gush, all items are now Nomad items. The Hero Siege Hunter. Swap position with Tana wins, Criminated wounds subnodes. Buffed intelligence scaling. Base damage per point. That's really good. Base damage per point is scalable. Buff synergy 3 from 10% to 12. Increased AoE scaling. Decreased maximum points 5 to 3, but also increased damage. Okay, good. That's really good. That's really good. And less points spent means more points freed up. Projectile speed. Projectiles from 1 to... Oh my god. Seems like Sand Gush is kind of up pretty hard. Sand Gush is up real big. Flying Scimitar could be good too. Sand Trim. I don't know much about Sand Carver, but it looks like Sand Gush is up quite a bit there. I like that. I don't know anything about Red Knight. Wait. Oh, no, pick up raid. Chainsaw slash Sawing Momentum, fixed infinite duration. Nerf Chainsaw spinning speed at 50%. Oh. Woodcutter Madness, buff damage scaling from 15 to 25 and AoE scaling from 15 to 25 per point. Okay. Moonshine Molotov, buffed intelligence scaling from... Oh, Molotov time. Pipe Bombs, Tire Fire, Tire Density. So another lower point increased percentage. Not bad. Intelligence scaling. Oh, I see Samurai down there. Tree Trunk Triumph. Here we go. All right, Slice of Trunks. Giant Trees, Armor Break scaling from 15 to 35 per point. Kind of like a lot of that one. That one's pretty good. Okay. What do we got under Samurai? Muda buff scaling from 150 to 300. Fix lag inducing subskills. Cutting field base damage scaling from 45 to 60. Manifest Surgeon buffed conversion scaling 15 to 20. Ripping Flesh nerf duration from 2 seconds to 1 per point. Cutting field got buffed. Oh. Blade Barrier got nerfed. Twin Barrier got nerfed down from 40 to 30. Okay, that's not that bad. Samurai's still going to be really good. Quick Slash. Nerf damage scaling 35. Nerf projectile range. That's interesting. That's mostly just multiplicative duality, though. Now we come to Hammerden. One of my preferred classes. Yeah, very minor nerf considering the items. All right. Vengeance base lightning damage up. Vengeance intelligence scaling up. Synergy from Lightning Fury to Thunder Shield. Interesting. From Lightning Fury to Thunder Shield. That's a good ass synergy. That's a really good synergy. 4th Samurai season in a row? Maybe. There's a lot of class changes that look really good in here so far. None of them have been definitive like nerfs or shutdowns. Max 23 buffed attack speed. Ooh, higher frequency got chunked. Wait, Vengeance is up. Wait, Benderden is gooning right now. That man is gooning. Vengeance is up fucking massive. Vengeance Paladin is gonna slap ass. That's really good. I want to see some of those. Holy Shock Aura. Wait, am I Aura gaming again, guys? Am I Aura gaming? Wow. Yeah, let's just just jack up Holy Aura. It's really good. Ball Lightning synergy change from Lightning Fury to Holy Shock Aura. Divine Storm. Ice Storm damage buffed. Okay, yeah. Expected most of Divine Storm stuff to change. Lightning Break. Yeah, okay. Lightning Break from 30 to 50 per point is really good. It's good Lightning Break. Okay. Fist of Heavens. One with Faith. Change max points from 5 to 2. Reduce starting value from 3 projectiles to 2. Now gives 2 projectiles per point. Again? Hold on. Jesus. They nerfed it again. What does it give currently? It gives 1 projectile per point up to 5 points. So now what is it? Points, max points from 5 to 2. Starting value from 3 to 2. Now gives 2 per points. So you get 4 projectiles instead of 8. That's rough, man. That's a huge nerf to Fist of Heavens. Nerf damage, yeah. Oh, well, that's Heaven's Wrath. I think Heaven's Wrath. I see Heaven's Wrath here. That's fucked, man. That's the return proj. Oh my god. Yep. Heaven's Might, Stun Chance, Immaculate Wear buffed Arcane Break. Okay, so Arcane Break is better. Paladin not good. Fist of the Heavens got slapped. It's okay, so it's not worthless. It's still really good. I would actually wager it's still going to be the best Paladin leveling for quite a bit because it's ranged and it's arcane based. I would guarantee it's still very powerful for leveling, but it's definitely losing a ton of damage. Mostly it's losing the return proj damage and the proj. So the shotgunning is weaker. Notes are wrong? Are they? Okay. Because this is like a giga nerf. Note show 4 proj with nerf, but it's 6. This starting value, yeah, because it's max points from 5 to 2, and then the starting value is 2, now gives 2 per point. Interesting. So it'd be 6 total. Okay, that's not as bad. This right here, this fucking 2, 4, 6. Okay. Well, that would mean there's 3 points, because you don't get anything from the initial. You have more points in the tree. Yeah, you have more points to get some stuff. Like you'd be able to pick up like Punish the Sinners or things like that. Yeah, you pick up like Divine Reach. You could pick up like Punish the Sinners. It's really only the good ones. There's not a ton of good stuff within the return proj. Like the stun's kind of whatever. You're mostly just gonna, you're like with those extra points, you're just gonna max out either Punish Sinners or Guardian Angels. Most likely Guardian Angels, if you didn't already do it. You're just gonna go for pure damage at that point. Okay, so Heaven. I mean, this I expected. I did not expect Vengeance to get giga buffed out the ass. That's cracked. So it's basically we're swapping like the ease meta from Fist to Vengeance. Like Vengeance is gonna be good. Also, the Ball Lightning setup looks pretty good. The synergy got changed to Holy Shock Aura, so that's interesting. Interesting there. Oh, Necro. Hey, all right. What do we got? What do we got? Skeleton Mastery now only affects Skeleton Warriors, Skeleton Mages, and Damned Legion. Bone Shred scaling. Ooh, Orbiting Remains buff scaling from 65 to 85. Increase amount of points from 3 to 5. Buff projectile amount from 3 to 5. Okay. That's kind of cool, actually. Damn, you're going to get a lot of proj really early with that. What? Wait, that's super early. That's insane for leveling. That's actually, yeah, cracked. That's nutty leveling. Those Fracture, buffed bleeding damage, scaling. Okay. That's crazy, dude. Okay, so Necro leveling just got way better with Bone Shred. That's awesome. Lot of Meat Bomb changes. My god. Buff scaling. Oh, Colossal Carcass got buffed by double. My god. Poison scaling. That's funny. Fleshy Leftovers. Huh. What about, are we buffing Bone Spear again? are we doing this again? Are we gonna try a Bone Spear build again? Is what's going on? We're just gonna buff Bone Spear again. Bone Nova. Yep. Paling Spine. Intelligence scaling. Kind of based. Furnace of Souls, buff burning damage scaling 65 to 80. Okay, so Bone Spirit buffs again. Spirit Festivals, bro. Ooh, okay, so the range went down on Spirit Festival. Any boners? Contamination, decrease the amount of points from 5 to 3. Wow, that's a lot of Poison Breath. Proc chance 4 to 8. That's a really good scaling buff. I don't want your Fleshy Leftovers, cat. Well, you don't get them then. A lot of Poison Breath buffs. Ooh, Hollow Fangs, the 2 proj. Poison Nova. I like that. This is bait. Is this bait? This is fucking bait, isn't it? It's Poison Nova. It's totally bait. It's gotta be. I feel like Poison Nova is always bait. It is. I know it. I knew it. It's always fucking bait. It's always bait. Always look at it and I'm like so excited. It's always bait. God damn it. 2 more damage on Meat Bomb, P-Nova Og than P-Nova? What? From Rotten Corpses? Oh my god. Yeah, because it scales differently. All right. Hey, Amazon. Time for Doke stonks to go up. Removed lightning break, made the projectile travel forward to target location, adjusted tooltip. Buffed lightning damage from 20 to 70%. That's just lightning ball. So Spearnage is down here. Buff total damage on Surging Stormbolt. Increased amount of storm enemies hit by 100%. Okay, so Astropiece got buffed. Choose a slain. Nerf life and mana kill from 2 to 1. Okay, pointy ends now applies lightning break instead of armor break. Okay, good. That was needed. Lightning break makes more sense for Spearnage. Then it makes it worse as like a fizz build, but you mostly use it as lightning. Proc chance from 3 to 5, decrease maximum points from 5 to 3. Pretty good. Bundling Spears, decrease maximum points from 5 to 3. They change anything else about it? Nerfed lightning damage. Ooh. Lethal Spear Storm. Okay, so Spearnage is interesting. Thunder Fury. Swap positions with Executioner Fury and Storm's Wisdom subnodes. Nerf damage. Why? Arc Lightning buffs 1 to 2. Okay. Decrease projectile bounces from 5 to 3. Buff damage from 30 to 35. I don't know about reducing the bounces. Buffed range. Thunder Chosen nerf lightning skill damage for 4. Why are we nerfing Amazon? Like they were barely like S tier. Like they were fine, but like I guess. Nothing in here about Caustic either, which is interesting. So Caustic is unchanged. Lightning skill damage 3.75 through 5. Wow. Oh no, Storm Dash. Okay, it looks like it still has the big lightning break on it though. Interesting to see Thunder Fury nerfs when Thunder Fury wasn't like, it was a pretty dominating build for Amazon, but it wasn't so dominating that you need to like nerf. Like it's not like so dominating that like Amazon was multiplicatively played by everybody. But I get it. Like you're trying to make other things work on Amazon. I don't know if Spearnage is going to be a thing that replaces, but you know. Let's see. Aster's Battle Maiden, Slice of Shadows, Stacking Shadow. So they just kind of like just went all in on like putting that. That's a lot of Demon Slayer changes. Wow, Slice of Shadows. Oof. Wait, we're nerfing Slice of Shadows? Was Demon Slayer good? Did I miss something? Was Demon Slayer good last patch? I don't know if was it so good that like nerfing Stacking Shadows necessary? Shadow Dualities get kind of a buff. That's kind of nice. Scorching Shadows, projectiles 1 to 1 per point. Buff burning damage. Whoa, we're going hard on the Scorching. Okay. Fast Slices, Shadow Daggers, Swimming Blades, Demon Form, nerfed attack damage scaling from 8 to 24% plus 6 per point. Interesting. Slice of Shadows. Well, that explains more of like Slice of Shadow, Stacking Shadow. Okay, so Slice of Shadows, Demon Form. Buffed cooldown from 70 to 40. Wait, that's awesome. The Downfall of Phelps. Projectile size increase. Projectiles are fired in random direction. It's literally Nimmies. It's literally Nimmies. 2x of these with El Patron Belt, 4x proj size. Oh my god. So proj is fired in random direction, so you need to play something that has like multi-proj, like a lot of proj, like Bone Shred. Wait. Double Phelps Bone Shred Necro. Demon Slayer bullet build, that'd be good. I don't know, Bone Shred Necro with this would fucking annihilate. All right, I have some ideas for that. Bullet Hell, increase maximum points from 5 to 8. Nerf projectiles from 1 to plus 1 per point to 1 per point. Movement diminished. Said Bullet Hell. Some buffs, some nerfs, and Bullet Hell. Shredder Trap. Shredder Trap buffs. Giga Shredder buff from 25 to 125 per point. Area effect. Damn, Giga Shredder got Giga buffed. That's funny. Ripping Shredder Blades. Bleed damage up. It's pretty good. Okay. Possess Bullet. Absolute Mayhem. Sword Handler buff. Okay. Bone Fragments. Ossification buff. Projectiles 1 to 3. Nerf maximum points to 5. Okay. Good change. Very good change. Bone Cannonade buffed proc chance. Bone Frenzy. Bloodshed. Oh, Bone Frenzy went up. Angelic drop rate, of course. Excellent. Of course it is. I mean, look at the item. Of course it is, yeah. Maximum points 5 to 7 on Bloodshed? I don't care about Bloodshed. Bone Frenzy, though. Bone Frenzy and that. Bone Devils. Nerf damage. Buff damage on Cycloning Bones, though. Bone Tornado. Everlasting Storm, nerf total damage 40 to 30. Ouch. Use it for Arcane Break, though, mostly. So, whatever. Spinal Tap. Whoa. Okay. Calm down. one Blood Surge note, and it's fixed Surge. So didn't they make Blood Surge suck? Didn't they nerf the shit out of Blood Surge last patch where it doesn't have infinite, like, it doesn't have like the multi-splits anymore? So it's like essentially like dog for clearing. Cartilage buildup buffs arcane damage 22 to 25. Evocation movement buff. I like that. Gut spread. Gut spread. That's a big buff on gut spread. Okay, gut spread's good. Blood demons 40%. Added 40% proc rate. What? More intelligence scaling and raw damage. Wow. Wow, all right. I might actually buff up the blood section quite a bit. Oh, makes demon spawn pretty enticing. Bone fragment changes are good. You lose damage from bloodshed, which is really unfortunate. This, however, extra proj is really... The blood demons changes is really big too. Blood bolts. Ooh, wait, blood bolts is like the OG single target for like prior to bone shred. Buff damage through synergy, blood shred, demon sentry, increase my... Ooh, okay. And with the huge buffs to blood demons and like gut spread, those are kind of big. Blood bolt demon spawn might actually pop off, especially with that proj ring. Proj ring would be really good. Wait, what about that proj ring with Ametels? How would that work with Ametels? Wouldn't the proc make all the projes just like focus on a single target? Like Ametels with 2 of those rings, you'd have massive proj and they would just like home. Maybe not the ones behind you because it does have like a range on the homing, but you could shotgun pretty hard with that. No way to test? Fair enough. Fair enough. Homing Nimmies? Yeah, fair. I mean, we'll test it in the Blood Pact. We're guaranteed to get all this shit. So it's fine. We'll find out. It'll be fun to find out. Shotgun damage from any range? Maybe. I mean, you gotta have the proc up from Nimmies first, right? Yeah, the theory is more fun. It's fun that I'm already like, oh, cool. Maybe if we get those items, we could combine them together and see if they work. You know, more fun than you having to sit there for like 19 hours testing the builds. All totems buffed max cast range from 128 to 380. That's big. All totems now scale from elemental, thus all damage elements, still dealing their elements damage. What? Wait, so they scale from any elemental damage increase regardless of their elemental damage? Shaman good now? Not from what I heard, but this is promising. Maybe, I don't know. We'll see. Can scale using any damage? That's kind of cracked if that's the way it reads. Fire totem, earth totem, storm totem. It's pretty good. That's really good. That's a really good item. wait, just equip celestial authority. Wait, equip celestial authority. Wait, wouldn't that make celestial authority on shaman totem like giga cracked? Because that just converts all elemental to 125% arcane. And arcane is considered elemental damage. Isn't it? Is it considered elemental? Or do we only consider elemental fire, frost, lightning? Yeah, okay. Yeah, that would be insane. That makes that like giga. You don't really benefit from the pen, but because there's not like an arcane totem, unless one of these totems can be turned arcane. Anything non-physical elemental? That's what I thought. Fire, cold, lightning, poison, arcane. Technically shadow burn, but that's arcane damage. Okay, that's cool. I mean, that makes stonks on that really go up really high. It's honestly so nice for leveling. Oh yeah, I mean, it gives you such a big wide net of bonuses you can equip. So shaman looks like it's gotten a lot better there. There's a lot of totem buffs. Stormclaw totem. Damage output is still 1 element. Okay, I like it. I'm a fan. Damn, goddamn, shaman's getting on. Shaman needs it. Shaman and some other classes need this kind of stuff. They've been dog shit for so long. Oh, here's Twisters. Oh, Dread's gonna be happy. That's a lot of Twister buffs. Tornado. Yep, more tornado buffs. Okay, Dread's all in. Very nice. Oh, all right. Let's see if I'm playing White Mage. Okay, we don't really use Chain of Holy Lightning in the setup I had. Let's see. Chain of Holy Lightning looks like it's getting better. Yeah, buffed Arcane Break, Recursive Lightning. Wait, Heavenly Fire cooldown removed. Wait, what? So the way Heavenly Fire works is you just apply it with Burst of Light, which they nerfed because this is how you kill bosses. So every Burst of Light you cast was like, because you get the Burst of Light that gives you multi-proj, so it's like 3 lasers or 5 lasers, like every cast has a chance to proc, and each of those lasers could proc Heavenly Fire. So bosses that don't move, you're stacking just dozens of Heavenly Fires under them, and they're just burning to death, which is why I was doing like billions of damage on White Mage. Like you just pop all your buffs and spam that. This doesn't look like that's changed much. Heavenly Fire is its own castable ability. I'm trying to remember if there was an internal cooldown on Heavenly Fire though. I don't think there was. If there was, this just like doubled their DPS. Heavenly Fire, can you just cast Heavenly Fire? I just want to log into a White Mage really quick and look. Just want to see. All right. It had a 2-second cooldown. The question is, does Burst of Light circumvent the cooldown? Yeah, because you put points in Heavenly Fire, and your Heavenly Fire damage is like what comes out of Burst of Light. That's interesting. That's very interesting. That could actually make White Mage better, potentially, because you can also technically, like, if you could spam Heavenly Fire on a target Wait, if you could spam Heavenly Fire on a target, that would be, wait. Can you spam Heavenly Fire on a boss? I mean, it would still be better to use Burst of Light. What did Soulspurn get? Max point, scaling. Soulspurn got better? Oof. Wait, Soulspurn got better. I might log in White Mage again. Benediction got buffed? Life Replenished based on Dark Oath got increased. Restless Spirits? White Mage part. Yeah, I might log in White Mage again. This is really good. White Mage is already really strong. Soulspurn is like one of my favorite leveling abilities I've ever played because you literally like never run out of health or mana because it has inherent mana and health leech when it kills or hits things. What the hell, dude? Okay, White Mage stonks are definitely up. I need to see... So it's Burning Pressure and Buff Scaled. I need to see this a little more and like what this really means. Marauder. Wow, Bombardment. Okay. A lot of Bombardment buffs. Straight Chains, Terrain, Big Bomb. Bombardment got upped pretty good. Okay, so Marauder Bombardment looks good. Or better. I don't know if it's bait or not. I have to see. Might be good. Threaded Chains getting AoE. Heavy Ball starting him out from 2 to 1 on Terrain Collision. Oh wow, that's very few Plague Doctor changes. Surgical Bloodletting, Fixed Subskill, Knives didn't move when it procs. Nerfed Conversion Scaling from 45. Ooh, wait. Which one's Blood Thaumaturgist? If that's what I think it is, that hurts their damage a lot for life stack. Like a lot. Conversion Scaling. Lifeblood Harvest. Nerf Conversion Scaling from 20 to 12. So I'm sure there's a Lifeblood Harvest. Okay, let me look at this. So yeah, Lifeblood Harvest. Proc Chance. 100? Wait, what did that go down to? 12 per point? Ooh, ouch. So 60%. So that's a huge Vit scaling nerf. And where's Blood? You don't really use Blood Thaumaturgist, do you? Okay, so that's just the other one. That's the Arc Knife one, which is interesting because most people didn't use Arc Knife. They used the Spin. So weird to see that get nerfed when it wasn't really used much. Okay, so this is a somewhat of a nerf to life stacking Plague Doctor. So they're going to do a little less damage, but not by much given the new items. All right, what do we got? Stable Contamination spawns a cloud every 5 seconds even if you don't move. Damage scaling. Okay. That's a lot of Chromatus. Buff damage scaling 40-50. Damage for points. Corrosive Embers. Also Poison Break per flame. That's pretty good. Maximize buff duration scaling. That's really good. That's really good. That's so nice. That's an early one. That's your first one. Fire Flames. Terrific Blow. Okay. Randy now takes 4 hits to dismount? Holy. Wait a minute. Plague Doctors are up. Plague Doctor stonks are up. Should never dismount it, but still a win. I agree. I think he should just have a health bar because you still basically invalidate the rest of the tree when you pick this node. Like the rest of the tree has things like movement speed, armor, health, things like that make him tankier. Like he should just have health that like scales with like your vitality or like with like gear or something. Like just have like a health value you can increase. Randy buffs. I always complained about this, so that's better. Not ideal still because he still dismounts, but it's better. Shield Lancer. I don't know anything about anything other than Arcane Shield Lancer. Fire Strike, Unstoppable Piker. Stone Harbinger, bleeding damage scaling, bleed build. Battle charge buffed. Lance Thrust, Head Collector. Anybody collecting head? Shield Slam buff. Okay, Shield Wall. Shield Wall buff. Gravitational, I guess. No, orbiting scales. Okay. Mostly just changes to a lot of like the Fizz Lancer stuff and just some like Shield Wall stuff. The Honed Defenses got Risen Guards increased from 2 to 3 though, which is very interesting. All right, what do we got? Jotun. That's a lot. Wow, that's a lot of Orb of Frost. The question is Orb of Frost still bait? Synergy Frozen Boulder to power the Ancients. That is such a better synergy. That is such a better synergy. My God. What a good synergy. So like 1% more in scaling. Base damage up by 2.5. Western Cold. Glacier Shredder. Orb of Duality is the one you want. That's good. That's a good buff. Snap Freeze into Frost Thunder, unleashing a barrage of icicles. Okay, so melee Jotun definitely stonks are up. Is everybody just gonna log in Jotun? Frost Thunder looks cool. Will Jotun be playable? I think Frost Thunder Jotun's gonna be playable. I don't know about Orb of Frost. These buffs are really good, but Orb of Frost has a lot of problems. The fact that it's locked behind a cooldown, and you can only get cooldowns down to a certain rate unless they roll back the cooldown change. So that was a global cooldown change. So it's a cooldown change in the game, like it's hard to get a certain cast rate of these. I think it would be fun to play. All right. Glacial Tremors got buffed. Permafrost reworked to have now a chance to explode when shattering frozen monsters. This is the explode he was using. So they got a better melee ability and they got freeze pops. Yeah, Jotun stonks are up, by the way. Dazing Impact, Echoing Frostquake, Hate Spirit, everything in Freezing Leap got buffed. So the thing about melee Jotun is Freezing Leap has a suck. So you can leap and everything gets pulled to you, and then you can just Frost Thunder. It's so good. All right, am I playing Illusionist? Sand Guardians now apply a strong 2-second slow. Slight increase in hitbox length as they seem to miss a lot. Buff intelligence scaling, buff damage scaling, 7 to 15 to plus 10 per point. Jesus, what? Increased duration from 9 to 7. Ooh, that's not as good. Ignores all line of sight and walls for Call for War. Interesting. Gravitation Slam. That is so many changes to Gravitation Slam. I might have to like theory out Gravitation Slam. All right, well, Ark's not here, so he doesn't have to suffer through this part, but from what I heard, this got nerfed for some reason. Scorching Whip. Nerfed intelligence, scaling from 7.3 to 6 per point, base damage down by... Wow, all right. Celestial Burn, nerf damage. Sun God's Chosen. Sack speed on Sun God's Chosen's fine. AoE nerfed on Solar Reach. Buff damage. God. Nerfing Scorching Whip is an interesting choice. I wonder if there's a compensation here based on some of the new itemization, because Scorching Whip is meant to be played more melee centric. Bounce now started at 8 and scale 0.5 per point. Oh, at initial damage scaling 16.5. So Whiplash is better. Our fires go down to 4 to 4. Buffed damage base from Solar Burst. Solar Form got nerfed. What? Shine Bright got buffed a lot. Is Exo viable? Scorching Whip is not a viable like build outside of bossing with a lot of gear. This makes me think that I'd have to see the itemization you can utilize on it to see if it's true. Nerfs the Supernova like Fire Break? Okay, what? That's Elemental Break. Yeah, so they nerf Supernova breaks. Sadako Samurai win, that'd be based. Tsunami buff? Okay, Asteroid buff. Lunar Orbit. That's a lot of Lunar Orbit buffs. That makes the leveling a little better, because Lunar Orbit was really good for that. Lunar Form got buffed. I mean, Cold Exo's been dead for a while. Black Hole. No changes to the Fire Proj ability, which is already in a really bad place. Cold Exo is always dead. Oh, you're back just in time for me to finish the Exo notes. I'm thinking, honestly, this Whiplash change, or Scorching Whip. So Whiplash got buffed. Attack speed, like damage scaling wise, bounce wise. Shine Bright got an attack speed buff. I'm thinking this change is due to how the new weapons look. The scaling is what hurts the most? Did the scaling go down? Oof. Huh. That's great. I wonder if it has something to do with some of the new weapons, because the weapon values are extremely high. Hey, Butcher. Wow, Insatiable Hunger cooldown, 70 to 50. Swap Daisy's Insight and Bladestorm nodes. Okay. Buffed base damage on Furious Strike. Blender. Extra Cleaver add-on. Decrease max points 4 to 2. Increase blades from 1 to 2. I like that. Buffed proc chance. Change cast rate and scaling to attack speed. Based. Realizing slash. Slicing throw. Daisy's Regard. Buff burning damage. Butcher Hook. Cast rate scaling to attack speed. Okay. Change cast rate scaling to attack speed. All right. Wow. All right. They really made Butcher, like, they didn't make a lot of changes to Butcher. All they really got was like a swap on some nodes and a shorter cooldown on Insatiable Hunger. With some of the new items, Butcher might actually be pretty cracked based on this. Stormweaver. Fixed visuals for all skins for Gateway. Charged Bolt. Change synergy from Storm Bolt Boral to Wavelength. Buffed intelligence scaling from 7 to 8. Oh, Charged Bolts are up. Proj duration from 2 to 3. This might make Charged Bolts like a really viable, like, potentially bossing skill, especially with Return Proj. Gold Ender. These are a lot of damage buffs. That Railgun buff is insane. Static Shock and, jeez, Chain Lightning to Storm Cloud. Mana Fiend to High Voltage. That's really good too. Storm Clouds, cooldown reduced from 4 to 3. Homing Cloud. Okay. Stormbolt synergy changed. Charge Bolt to High Voltage. Charge damage get. Okay, wow. Maximize 5 to 3 buff damage. Apocalypse Thunder also got buffed. And stasis damage for 70. That's really good. Apocalypse Thunder was already really good. Stormweaver might have gotten a little better. This would have gotten like quite a bit better. Stormweaver stonks might be up as well. No LS change? I mean, yeah. You don't need it. Can it do single target? Maybe? I mean, there's Apocalyptic Thunder changes, which is a good single target ability. It just has a cooldown. Well, if you use the multi-strike one. A lot of Charge Bolt changes, which is what I'm interested to see. Bard. This was expected. Yep. Your stat scaling 7.5 to 3. Beach Balls buff damage. Recasting now turns it off instead of casting it again and overlapping multiple. Okay. Headbanger synergies buffed. Hair Whip buffed. Pyrotechnician changed to a blink. Oh yeah, they got like a physical. They got like a flicker strike ability. Okay, so I expected Mosh Pit Massacre to get like giga nerfed, which is exactly what happened. Still probably viable, but like not like, you know, doing 50 billion damage. Oh shit, that's a lot of mercenary buffs. Okay, these are cool. Burst of Agility added 45% initial attack speed. Jesus. Is the scaling the same? Attack damage scaling is crazy. Lizard. Master Intellect. Damn, that energy buff is crazy. Max skill damage 5 to 15. So mercenaries and just in general, their power has been increased. They gain synergies. Like just overall in general, they're gaining synergies on their talents and they're just gaining skills. Okay, that's really good. So mercenaries are up. That's the end of the patch notes. That's it. We did it. 3 hours in. We did it. We read the patch notes. I now feel informed. Finally, the soy yap ended. It's better if we don't interact in chat so nobody suspects anything. Damn.